The Warcrow Adventures Kickstarter is now live and we have a prize up for grabs. One lucky backer is going to win their core pledge. In order to win, you must be a backer of the Kickstarter and a subscriber to OnTableTop. For your chance to win, get your comments in on any of the videos we've made for Warcrow Adventures, either on YouTube or across at OnTableTop.com.
Hello everybody, we are back and I'm joined once again by Hope, who is going to be telling us all about the first expansion for Warcrow Adventures. And what is this expansion going to be called?
The expansion is called Deathclaws of the Dream.
Ooh.
Very evocative name, I know, very
like
poetic. And what happens, this expansion reveals, during this narrative new expansion, an island is revealed in the whereabouts of Hawthorne Point, near the shore of Hawthorne Point. And while gathering resources in there, the locals discover some creatures that are called the Red Caps, because the back at the top of their head is completely red.
Okay.
And basically they ask our fellow travelers and adventurers if they could give them a hand cleaning up the island of these thingies, because they're not very amicable. And,
right, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to buy and trade.
Exactly.
Which is the basis on which we live our lives. We go there, we want to trade, we want them to buy our stuff, and instead they just shoot at us. And therefore we need to remove them from the island.
Exactly. And as the adventurers enter this island and discover these ancient structures, they don't really quite fathom when the structures and the buildings belong, but it's like a very ancient culture. And in this new campaign, in this volcanic, have I mentioned is a volcanic island? No, because it is. And in this new adventure, our travelers will reveal the secrets of these strange red caps and their mysterious leader, Nuada. So a lot of new stuff is coming along. There's a new narrative, 5 new different missions, and 2 new characters that come with new mechanic. Pets! They come with pets! Meet, first of all, Idiabik, also known as the Restless Pup. She is a Varang. She is a representative of the Varang, this race we created at Corvus Belli for Lindrum. Very characteristic. That was very difficult for me to pronounce as a Spanish people.
Yes.
Very characteristic blue skin and tattoos covering the entirety of her body. And Idiavik actually didn't grow up in the north. She grew up in the hegemony of Ambersig for some reasons. Okay. And she's accompanied by her restless pup, Cole, which is a puppy of a new race of creature called a Kurian. And he's the goodest boy. It's like the best boy.
Best boy ever. He's
the best boy ever, yeah.
Although you have to wait, because we're not going to show you what the best boy looks like.
Not yet, but he's the best boy. And I would so like to pet the best boy. So Idiavik is a character that gets complemented by Cole, the puppy, and both activate at the same time and be coordinated, and her abilities can power up Cole. Even though he's not a character per se, he has a profile with attributes and with stats. He can suffer from consequences and also from this thing that change. And they work together in this scenario.
I can suffer from the taint, which means you could lose the bestest boy.
Yes, you
could.
How
gutted would you be?
How wouldn't you allow? Don't allow yourself to lose the best boy. No. He's the best boy.
There are so many elves who can go first.
Oh, come on!
Make sure you protect best boy at all costs.
Not the best boy, not him. And then we have Travor Slepmund, our rent dwarf from the hegemony of Ambersig. Do you remember I talked about the hegemony being quite a multicultural empire? Yeah. We have the Ice Study elves like Nuada, we have humans, and then we have Travor, which is a Rent dwarf, and we can differentiate them because of the beard. The Rent dwarves they don't let the beard grow, as it will be characteristic of the male dwarves.
Right.
So in here, you can see
a bit more, not clean shaven per se, but a bit more trimmed suit.
Yeah, and Travor, he's a genius, but
there's a thin line between madness and genius. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You put it in words far better
yeah.
than I could. Travor is found in Hawthorne Point. We learned about him because someone recognizes him and sends a letter to a third person saying, I think this person who used to be a genius working for the hegemony with all the gear and armamentistic stuff is here. And everyone thought he was dead. What's he doing in here? So we shall discover what he's doing in Hawthorne Point.
How did he escape?
So Travor is a dwarf that manages 3 litter automata. He can use his special orders to give orders to the automata to repair them, and they are a little cannon with moving capacity.
Okay, tiny bomb bots, little walking artillery pieces. The TikTok man with a gun.
Definitely. To those familiar with Aristeia, it would be like the jackbots from Fiddler.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that. And unlike Cole, Travor would not, he won't lose these automata. And as a gadgeteer, he could deploy all the trinkets of his invention he's a representative of the technological power of the hegemony, which are the most advanced in that regard. But
fascinating stuff with the idea of adding pets and companions. These can't be companions, though.
Oh my God, no. I mentioned Red Caps because this expansion comes new missions, new characters, and new enemies. Meet the Red Caps and the mysterious leader, Nuada. We have 13 new miniatures to face as you explore the volcanic island. These are the gobblers. They are quite feral and primary. They basically look like piranhas because they can be both close in combat, but ranged. They're violent, not very strong, but incredibly aggressive.
I see that from the catapults. Tiny little aggressive long-range things gobbling away, but at the same time, so incredibly happy. Is that not the happiest thing you've ever seen?
Look at that smile, oh my God.
I'm so happy just to be here.
I know.
Killing elves. It's all I've wanted. I'd also like to point out the sack full of spiky bombs.
Yep.
Spiky
stuff.
Spiky things.
Yeah.
Spiky things are great.
Exactly.
There's not to be said for that, unless you're, approaching one at forehead height at a great speed, in which case, less great.
Then we have the bug balls. These are the Skylab Hurricane from the Tachibana twins in Captain Tsubasa.
Okay.
Fun fact, to this in Spanish, in the render, in the miniature, you will see the Skylab Hurricane in Spanish. We call it the Infernal Catapult. I think it's more a little bit catchier.
Yep.
And the bug balls are quick and hard-shelled, and they roll and create chaos among their enemies. So basically, one of them will throw a companion, and they'll just, go.
It's like little tumbling gymnasts chucking each other around.
They are made for chaos. Like, as you've seen, they're very chaotic, all the Red Caps, which brings us to the next one.
Yes.
The Flame Corps. The Angry Shooters. They have sort of a flamethrower as a weapon, using their arms, and on their back they carry a non-extinguishable flame that feeds their weapons.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it there, just sitting there in the middle of their little thing. Can we not, just for a moment, focus on the fact that they've got 2 angry eyes drawn on the end of that cannon?
I love that.
It's...
Is it? It's fantastic.
It is. It's great. I absolutely adore the fact that it just looks like it's screaming angrily at people just before it does that. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be on the way.
No, then your eyebrows go away. Bye-bye eyebrows.
As
we miss
does
you so much.
The rest of the face, possibly.
Yeah, but the eyebrows are the important part. Eyebrows are the windows to the soul. I'm fairly hurt. No? Is that... No?
Yeah.
Close?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's in that
that's how it goes, right?
100%. So flame cobs. Then
we have the Crucibles. The Crucibles are the birthplace of the gobblers because they literally are born from their backs, but also they are their preferred form of transport. Right. And the gobblers shoot from the Crucible and ride these beast, massive blue journey. It's better not to be on the way either. As you can see in the render, like from the back, new goblets are sprouting, quite literally.
They're popping out of what I'm going to assume are not boils, but something very akin to them. Are they corks stuck in its armor to stop it bursting in the wrong direction? Because that is exactly...
Yes?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on there.
I don't know if they're wood or cork, but I would like them to be cork.
Yeah, I just like the idea of just going up and just popping them in. I just go up with a couple of corkscrews and Auroch. Just go pull them out. Crucible deflates. You've won. Yeah.
That's basically what you have to do.
That's a hint for if you're playing this scenario and you see that coming.
Yeah.
You need to find the corkscrew in the earlier mission. If you haven't, you need to go back and replay. Keep replaying till you find the corkscrew. It's in there.
The corkscrew.
Promise.
We've hidden the corkscrew somewhere in the expansion, and it's up to you to find it.
Yeah. And if you don't, Crucible is going to cause you some massive, massive problems, as is his little minion friend on top.
Yeah. Oh, and then we have Nuada, the mysterious leader of the Red Caps. Nobody really knows where this elf came from, and many other questions about him. Many, many of them.
Yeah, I imagine so. My first question is, what's going on with that sword? Is it two swords?
It was dismantled at some point, yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. It's intriguing. It's like a mystery puzzle box. And also the fact that he's not hiving full of the taint as well coming towards you, so he doesn't look like he's one of the... misunderstood elves, shall we say that instead? Yeah, it's a fascinating sculpt for us.
Yeah, we have more enemies, although we don't have the. I'm not going to show you all of it now. I mean, we need to save something for the campaign. Yeah. But also we have the Stompers. The Stompers are in a close combat, and they wear sturdy boots to kick ass. Right. Basically.
So they can dance and use like tap dancers coming towards you. Little red cap tap dancers. Especially left, right and centre.
The sound of this stuff is terrifying. And actually they wear obsidian because after all they live in a volcano.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And then we have the Overseer, which are the elite soldiers. They are in charge of commanding all the Red Caps. They carry a whip to both attack, but also to give orders to the rest of their subordinates, and also a massive weapon for effective blows, as one would. And they are not as chaotic as the other Red Caps. No other quite trust them, and yeah.
Somebody with a bit of sense in their head, somebody who can be sent to tell the other Red Caps where to go and explode all over the opponent.
Exactly.
I like the fact that it's in a volcano and that you won't just die, but you'll be slowly cremated as you do so.
Yeah.
It's good. It's death and burial all in one.
Actually, this new expansion comes also with new ambience because we have new tiles. One is a jungle and the other one is the inside of a volcano. And if you got acquainted with our in-between game phase, there will be new 15 narrative encounters for Hawthorne Point. So 13, let me go back. 7 new enemies represented in 13 new badass miniatures, 2 new characters with the pet mechanic, new missions to explore, new storyline.
It's more.
New ambience.
If people are paying attention, they'll see some interesting attacks going on there as well in the background. So yeah, I'm liking it an awful lot. And if you didn't really see it before, that's a humongous miniature for the Crucible.
It is very big, yeah.
I mean, you'd see him coming, whether you want to or not. There's a chance for the elf to shoot somebody from a distance.
Yeah, and the way they're riding it, in a very clumsy yet effective way.
I don't think that bit is going to be good enough.
No.
If it decides it wants to go somewhere else, you can tug on the reins all you want, but that mitt is being chomped away and potentially you're going to end up eaten. So
agreed.
So you know what they say when you're riding a Crucible around the neck, you've got 2 choices: hang on or be devoured. So.
Or get the screw, like the cork.
Oh, corkscrews, obviously. Yeah. But I can't imagine they leave corkscrews around for the poor little gobblers to lay hands on. So
the poor little gobblers.
Yeah. So
the walking piranhas.
The walking piranhas.
They are basically, they were described to me as walking piranhas by one of the people in Corvus Belli. I was like, you know what? Yeah, they are walking piranhas.
Fantastic stuff. So there you have it. A whole new expansion for Warcrow Adventures. This is part of the Platinum Pledge.
Yeah, this
So-
would be the core pledge is only the core books, but the platinum pledge is the core books and the expansion with everything we just show you. So yeah.
Fantastic stuff. There you have it. If you want to get involved and you want a bit more red cap madness into your games of Warcrow, then come on over to the Kickstarter. Otherwise, stay tuned for what we have going on throughout the rest of the week.
The Warcrow Adventures Kickstarter is now live and we have a prize up for grabs. One lucky backer is going to win their core pledge. In order to win, you must be a backer of the Kickstarter and a subscriber to OnTableTop. For your chance to win, get your comments in on any of the videos we've made for Warcrow Adventures, either on YouTube or across at OnTableTop.com.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.